After leaving my 9 to 5 and burning out, I had to completely rebuild my mornings, not to get more done, but to feel more grounded again. These days, I let myself wake up slowly, gently. I don't jump out of bed and rush into the day the way that I used to. For years, I lived on autopilot, constantly pushing, constantly performing, jumping into checklists and tasks of the day. Now I give myself a few quiet moments before anything else. A stretch, a breathe. Just letting my body remember what it feels like to move slowly. There's something healing about letting the morning unfold at its own pace. Once I'm up, I start with a few grounding rituals. A glass of water, a bit of skincare, I take my supplements, and I open all the blinds to let in the morning light. These tiny moments seem insignificant, but they help regulate my nervous system more than anything else ever has. For so long, I lived in fight or flight mode. These slow, simple rituals remind my body that it's safe now, that I'm allowed to move at a slower pace. I think after you experience burnout, you realize how important it is to have balance. Burnout, if anything, has forced me to really take that seriously, whereas before, I think that I was more programmed to push through it. This is the part of the morning that feels most like a reset. I sit with my journal and I check in with myself, not with my goals or my productivity, but with my actual energy. What do I need today? What feels aligned? What feels heavy? These questions have guided me back to myself in ways that I didn't expect. I took a long break from YouTube and from life in general, mostly because I really needed to. I think burnout really changes you. It strips you down to whatever is real. And journaling became a place where I can slowly start unearthing who I am underneath all of the overwhelm. Once I feel grounded, I can move into a light creative block. Nothing pressured, just gentle inspiration. Leaving my 9 to 5 opened up a type of creative freedom I didn't realize I was craving, but it also made me rebuild my relationship with creativity, learning to create without hustling, without forcing, without burning out. Some mornings I film, some mornings I write, some mornings I just sit with ideas. The goal isn't productivity, but alignment. After that, I like to ease into a few simple home moments, letting Penny outside, making something warm to drink, tidying a small corner of the house, watering the plants, anything that helps me stay connected to the present moment. These tiny, ordinary rituals ground me more than anything big or dramatic ever has. They remind me that becoming a new version of yourself doesn't require rushing. It just asks for presence. Reinventing my life after burnout has been a soft, messy, beautiful process. Some days are easy, some are heavy, but mornings like this help me feel like I'm rising again, slowly, gently, intentionally. I think ultimately the 3 steps that have really helped me transform my mornings and reconnect after burnout has been focusing more on the present moment, trying not to force or structure or overly structure anything, and allowing more space for creativity and health. Ultimately, it's been 6 years that I've been working this job. 6 years of putting in a lot of effort, of going with the grind and really pushing myself to achieve anything and everything I possibly could in that time. When you're always looking to achieve and you're always pushing yourself, it's not only hard to get off of that, but it's also hard to slow down and to focus on your health and all the things that you were neglecting in that time when you were pushing and trying to strive and achieve. It's been a really amazing past 6 years, but I will say that I am feeling ready to reset and ready to focus on other things in my life. I think that when you go through burnout, it kind of reminds you what's actually important in your life. And sometimes that isn't hitting metrics or being productive or forcing yourself to progress. And if you're in a season of rebuilding too, you're not behind, you're just beginning again. If you're craving calmer mornings, softer living, or a more intentional way of moving through life, I'd love to have you here. Feel free to subscribe for more grounded routines and soul-led living.